Joining us now to discuss, senior policy analyst at the Independent Women's Voice, Patrice Onwuka. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so a lot of people are wondering, I mean, we haven't seen him out of his house much. He's gone out to visit a couple cities and states a few times, but that's really it. How do you think this is going to play out on the stage tonight?
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I mean, he's been in a controlled setting where he's had the questions calibrated and really soft glove questions towards him. What I'm looking for tonight are three Ps. I'm looking for personal attacks between him and President Trump. I'm looking for performance in how Joe Biden is able to stand up. Does he have stamina? Is he going to come out swinging, or is he going to kind of fade into the background? And then I'm looking for policy. So what are the sweet spots for each of these candidates, and what are they going to pivot back to, and how are they going to attack the other?
Patrice, some say I'm going to call it the hide and Biden strategy is really going to help Biden hone his arguments, get in the basement, really work through things. Others, like Corey Lewandowski, say it's not going to work. Take a listen.
This is exactly the playbook that Hillary Clinton used 4 years ago when she took a week off the campaign trail to get ready for Donald Trump. She still lost the debates, and President Trump, then candidate Trump, was out doing 4, 5, and 6 rallies a day, asking people for their votes. It's the same playbook that Joe Biden's using.
Patrice, is Corey right?
I think he is. I think Joe Biden is trying to hide, and his campaign is trying to make sure that he's going to be able to remember all of his talking points, all of his policy issues. The challenge is in a presidential debate one-on-one with the candidate. He hasn't been in that setting yet. He hasn't gone up head-to-head with President Trump. I think what we have seen is this dance between the two candidates. One will do a press conference, one will respond. But in real time, is he able to respond to what President Trump attacks him on? And is he able to put forward his message? And even more than that, what Joe Biden are we going to see? Will the real Joe Biden stand up? Is he going to be the moderate, or is he going to be the far left, pushing forward a far left radical agenda that a lot in the Democratic Party have said they're going to push him on? So we'll see that tonight.
A lot of questions, that's for sure. Here's this topic of conversation. The New York Times has an op-ed saying we don't need debates. We can read a portion of this, and this reads, quote, Trump will just make a scene and lie. What's in it for voters? What will it really tell us that we don't already know? What will it truly reveal? Trump has done so much to degrade this country, to divide it, to destroy it, that there is nothing he can say or do during a debate to redeem himself. A couple points here, if I may. Number one, for a lot of people who haven't been able to have questions answered by Joe Biden because he hasn't taken questions often, people still want to hear a lot from him, right? So on the side of Joe Biden, I think a lot of people do want to hear from him in this debate tonight. The other thing is more than 1 million people have already voted. So maybe instead of asking the question, do we even need debates to begin with, a lot of people are asking the question, do we need them sooner? So where do you fall on this conversation of debates?
Absolutely, we need debates, and absolutely, we need them sooner. One of the big issues, I think, is going to be health care. What do the two candidates want to do when it regards health care? Will Joe Biden be pushing for Medicare for all? And President Trump can talk about price transparency, which I think is a really important factor. Ensuring that we understand what exactly we're going to be charged for. And, at the Independent Women's Voice and our sister Independent Women's Forum, we have a patient protection pledge that we're asking Americans to take. But I want to know what the candidates want to do for health care. And when you poll Americans, when you look at the polling, that is one of the #1 issues among for voters, other than the economy and, of course, the coronavirus.
Patrice, it seems interesting that these line of arguments, we don't need debates, coming up now during the Trump era when we really didn't hear him too much before. Patrice Onwuka, enjoy the debate tonight. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.